Don't move. Who are... Wait. Tell me, stranger.
Name's Jax.
Then I wasn't mistaken. Amazing. I heard you were dead. Is it true you defeated the hybrid with your...
Yeah.
Your efficiency is the stuff of legend. But my name's Radit. Azok will want to know you're here. I'm sure he'll tell you. A lot has changed since the... Come on, I'll show... Come on. Are you planning on staying?
We'll see. Why?
You see, the thing is, you're not exactly popular here. Many among us want you dead for what you did to the hybrid. Speaking of dead, we're in luck. There's an execution today.
The verdict has been passed. Unlawful efficiency has been proven beyond reasonable doubt. The defendant has accepted the judgment. Execute the convicted party. Good work. You know the drill. Pick up your posts as soon as you're done.
I was wondering how long they were... Next, we'll... His inefficiency sealed him.
What were his...
Anyone who violates the directive is... That seems to... shock you? You must remember...
That does...
Is that pity in your voice? I've heard you've let your emotions run. Let's walk and talk. Don't think that we have no emotions. We were forced to accept that being emotionless didn't help our evolutionary development. It blinded us. It made it possible for someone like you to almost bring us down. That's why everyone is given only as much Elex as they need to do their job as effectively as possible. Right now, we're standing in front of the Computing and Research Center. This is where the optimal level of Elex... A tactician who doesn't fear for his troops won't be... On the other hand, a guard who's afraid of killing is not an efficient guard. That's right. And those are our... And when it comes to making these calculations, Now, if you have no more questions...
You were talking about an experiment. What should I expect?
We're trying to breed children who...
Hang on. You're doing what?
We're creating a new generation of rationally thinking tacticians. Let's go into the classroom and have a quick listen. Maybe we can learn something.
The lesson from last time should still be within easy recall. We will practice it again today.
I have lessons, sir.
I was going to tell you something.
I like you.
Where was I?
As you can see, the Elex experiments...
Sit down.
No, we're experimenting with not giving the kids any Elex. Most albs never learn to handle emotion. Without Elex, that's what we're trying to prevent from happening. They're taught how to deal with emotions without neglecting...
Without Elex, they're nothing more than normal people.
No. As soon as they're of age, they'll be given their daily... According to our calculations, with access to Elex, emotionally...
What makes you think this could work?
Because it worked in the past. You were an alb and managed to keep your emotion. We suspect that's the only reason you were able to stand up to the high. We're studying this phenomenon and trying to recreate it so we can... But if you want to know more, you should talk to her. We are about to enter the Collector's sector. They're responsible for finding Elex and bringing it to the silos. It's not particularly demanding. The Collectors who live here, so they... which makes them prone to uncontrolled. If it were up to me, we wouldn't let them stay in the depot. Let's keep going. I don't like... You might have noticed that back here, it's much more... more disorganized. Not like the rest of the depot. The Collectors and their lifestyle is a source of friction. If you're not careful, you might even end up getting robbed. It wouldn't have happened in the Hybrid's day. Luckily, we're now out of the Collector's sector again. Right here, we're entering the Soldiers area. Things are a lot more orderly here. These guys make difficult decisions, so they get correspondingly larger rations of Elex. And you can stock... We do now. Trade has helped us to create... We pay our workers with Elexit. It seems... But you can take a look at all that later. That's the agent's precinct up there. Their job is to keep an eye on the Collectors and everyone else. They make sure everyone takes their Elex ration and that nobody takes more or less. They keep an eye on things and keep everybody in line. I hope this has helped you get an idea of how the depot works.
We'll see.
Once an alb, always an alb. May a fish...
I don't have time right now.
I did not anticipate.
I want to join you.
The optimum time for that has passed. What? You are no longer an alb but if you're willing to you have amends to make.
Wait, you're not kicking me out?
What my people think of you is a matter for them. But it's because of you that we recognize the value. So I am neutral towards you personally. But I will have my... If you break our rule.
What?
These new enemies are putting keeping them in check ties up resource. Bridging. Seek out Commander Irissa. She is at a... But expect no welcome from her. If your work for her is satisfied, you are getting a second chance.
You dare... We won't tolerate filthy traitor...
Traitor? What the fuck are you talking?
You know full well. You brought down the hybrid. You destroyed the converters. If permitted, I execute you where you stand.
There was no future with the hybrid. Not for anyone. I did what needed.
You think you had the right to decide that?
If you want to execute... But what would be the point? You're all doing just...
Your judgment is as substandard as your character. Our supply of Elex is pitiful. We've lost half our territory. The fight against the new invaders...
And you think that's my fault?
I know it is. Just so you know, I've been and you're making it difficult to tolerate your presence.
I've never seen you this mad, Irissa.
That's not what we're talking about. But why do you
If you've got such a problem with me, why are we even talking? Tell your agents.
and go against Azok? In any event, a quick
You expect...
sneak off like you did before, or find a way to... If it's the former, stop.
Where...
Go to the crater. Find out if someone named Skibor is...
was...
I asked... You'll have to earn... Now do what I told you. Find Ski...
Strange.